Good afternoon. 2 days in a row, streaming. So today what I'll be doing is going through and updating all of my my Aston Villa stats following yesterday's game. Yesterday's loss to Man City. And yeah, to show you how I do it all. A bit of a behind the scenes look, I guess, into how it all comes together. So what I have is let me just change this, change that. Okay, hopefully you can see that on stream. I cut my finger open on a knife yesterday, and it won't stop bleeding. So what I have is a massive Excel file at the moment, which has a number of different tabs at the bottom, all the way at the bottom, and they're all different types of stats. So this one you can see here is substituted on, and then we have in total, substituted on at home, and then away, and then substituted on in a season, subbed on in a season at home, subbed on in a season away, and then a master of all the players that have been subbed on, which venue and which season for which coach, and then a list of the youngest players to be subbed on, and then a list of the oldest ones to be subbed on as well. As Ashley Young's up there for a lot of them. So if I go back to this one, which where we start, is the substituted on, and you can see all of the current Villa players are in this colour here. So if I bang a filter on there and filter by that colour, these are all the current Villa players in the squad. And if you see who was subbed on yesterday, so Alex Moreno, 3. John Duran, 2. John McGinn is now subbed on 5 times for Villa in the Premier League. Matty Cash is also on 5. 5. And then Felipe Coutinho has been subbed on 16 times for Villa in the Premier League. And if you sort that again, you can start to see some of the numbers here. So Felipe Coutinho has been subbed on 16 times in the Premier League for Villa. The same as Douglas Luiz, Paul Merson, Darren Bent. And then what I do then is because we weren't playing at home, we were playing away, I'll do the same thing for the away. So filter by colour, and we go Alex Moreno, first time, John Duran, first time, John McGinn, second time, Matty Cash, 4th time being subbed on away from home, and Coutinho, 7. And you can start to see then when I get my stats from, in terms of these numbers. Then if we go on to the season, so Marlon Harewood's actually been subbed on the most in a single season. 22 times in 2007, 2008. Followed by Luke Moore in 2004, 5, and Angel in 2005 and 6. And what you can see here is the current players in the squad are in this weird sort of tan pink colour, I guess. And then the ones in green are the current players within the current season. So you can start to see some outliers and see where certain people are in terms of records, etc. So if we go to the last season, and Alex Moreno 3, John Duran 2, John McGinn 4, Matty Cash 5, and Coutinho at the top 13. So what we do now is we can see Coutinho has been subbed on 13 times this season. And then what you can do then is you can just go like this, and you can see the count at the bottom is 13. That's where I would say only 13 players have been subbed on more in a single season than Felipe Coutinho, which is how I get my my stats basically. So that's that one done. And then do the away one. So we have Moreno, who has not been subbed on away from home yet. So that's his first one. So I've got to add that one in. Moreno. And John Duran hasn't been either. So I'll put them in there like that. And then John McGinn 2, Matty Cash 4, and Coutinho 6. Then what I do is scroll all the way down. Fill these in. Because I've got OCD. And then fill those two in as well. And that is that for that one. And then the next table to fill in is subbed on master. So this is where we have all the players that have been subbed on in Premier League history for Aston Villa. And it's a long old list. So this time there was 5 new additions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have Alex Moreno, John Duran, John McGinn, Matty Cash, and Felipe Coutinho. In that order, we played Manchester City. Yesterday was the 12th, 2023. Same season. The Etihad, Unai Emery. There you go. This is how I know how many players have been subbed on for what type. How many players have been subbed on for which manager. That's where I find this information from. Fill that in there. And then these are the youngest players to be subbed on in Villa history. So Rushy and Hepburn Murphy was the youngest. And let me check how old John Duran is, because I don't think he makes the top 50. And I've only got... I only captured the top 50. John Duran is 19 years old, so he doesn't fit that one. But does he fit the away one? He does fit the away one. So he is the same age as Luke Moore. So what I'll do is I'll put a thing in here. The date yesterday was the 12th, 2023. John Duran, Manchester City, 2023. No, 2022, 2023. Etihad Stadium, Unai Emery, and his age is 19 and 62 days. There you go. So John Duran is the 45th youngest player to be subbed on away from home for Aston Villa in the Premier League. Make sure that's all nice and tidy, and then give him that colour. And there you go. That's what I have there. And then let's find Ashley Young, because Ashley Young is old. So Ashley Young is 37. Oh no, sorry, this is subbed on, not subbed off. I'll go back to Ashley Young in a bit then. So that is subbed on done. And I do that for about 50 stats. But there's some stats that I won't do today, such as clean sheets, own goals, red cards, that sort of stuff. So, substituted off. Lee Hendry is a massive record holder here. It's been subbed off 80 times in the Premier League. That's 33 more than the next one. It's pretty big. I got a big file. It's got about, I'd say about 60 to 70 tabs on it. Okay. So who was subbed off yesterday? Let's have a look. Luca Dean, 9th time he was subbed off. Leon Bailey's up there, 19. Emmy, 28. Ramsey's the most in the current squad with 31. And Ashley Young, 27. So Jacob Ramsey has now been subbed off more than Anwar Al Ghazi. That's a fun fact for you. Yes, Ryan, what's up, mate? I started doing it about a week before I joined Twitter, and that was January 2021. But I didn't have it all when I started. I just been updating it loads, like over the first year, and yeah, it took ages to do it at the start, but now it's just keeping it up to date is the pain. But yeah, keeps me busy. But thanks for joining, Ryan. Hello. So I've done the home. Now let's do away. So it was Luca Dean, Leon Bailey, Emmy, Jacob Ramsey, 19, and Ashley Young, 11. Yeah, so Ramsey is now in the top. Ramsey is now in the top 8. I've subbed off players away from home in the Premier League. So that's the away one done. And you can see here, like I showed you on the other one. So this colour is current players, but then this this colour is current players in current season. So let's do the in-season one. So Luca Dean has been subbed off 6 times this season, and rightfully so. Leon Bailey 14 times, which is a lot considering we've barely played 14 games. Buendia 11. Ramsey 11. And Ashley Young 3. Yeah, so Bailey's up there now with Trezeguet, Conor Hourihane, Lee Hendry, Alberto Solano, and Andreas Wyman for being subbed off 14 times. And if he continues that, he could break Bertrand Traore's record of 24 times being subbed off. But yeah, this is what I go through after every Premier League game to keep the stats up to date. And it's a pain. But it's what I signed up for. Luke Dean. Cheers, Ryan, mate. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work yourself. I've been seeing you're doing some visuals now. On passing networks. Very exciting stuff. Well, for me anyway. But yeah, enjoy it. Keep it up. So I did Bailey. Buendia 7. Jacob Ramsey 6. Ashley Young has not been subbed off at home this season. There's a stat. Away from home this season. Ashley Young. There you go. Yeah, it's Leon Bailey and Embu Buendia have been subbed off 7 times away from home this season. Closing in on that record, lads. Closing in on that record. And then, like I did before, I got the master, which is getting long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lucas Dean, Leon Bailey, Emmy Buen. There you go. Jacob and Ashley Young. Manchester City. Yesterday was 12th, 2023. No. Etihad. Copy that. Paste it there. And what you can do here then, this is how I find out certain things. So if you go here, Manchester City, you can quickly see, well, you can't quickly see it, but you can put that into like a pivot table and then see which player has been subbed off the most for Aston Villa against Man City. And I've got Main Road here for the old ones, and then the Etihad for the new ones. And then skip across to Ashley Young. That should be a different colour. So Ashley Young is now old. So Ashley Young, because I've been updating this recently, they should all be that colour. And then you can see Ashley Young holds most of the records for the old players. Young Ashley. There. As you can see, this is the first time that he's been subbed off. No, it's not. That's the way. So I know for a fact that he's now the oldest. So what I do is I take that, drag it down one, take the away one, and drag it down one, and then just fill them in. So yesterday was the 12th of the 2nd, 2023. Ashley Young, Manchester City, same season, Etihad. How old was he again? I've forgotten. He was 37, 219. Take that. Make that the same. And then put that over there. And that is updated. So that is all done for subbed on. I've also got a tab for the player who has been subbed on and subbed off in the same game. So only 22 players in Villa history have been subbed on and subbed off in the same game. And only 2 of the current ones. And Oyvind Leonardsson and Darius Vassell are the only 2 that's happened twice to. But no one did yesterday. So I can move on. I've got games won, games drawn, and games lost, which I won't do on stream because they are boring as boring as fuck to fill in. And no one wants to see that. And it takes ages. So I'll go straight on to goals because everyone loves goals. So for goals, make it bigger. So we have total goals at home, total goals away, total goals in a season, total goals in a season at home and away. And then what I've got here is away goals at a specific stadium. So there's been 5 times that Villa players have scored 4 goals at a specific stadium. And that is how I found out that information. So let's update this because it should be quite quick. So Ollie Watkins, 31 goals now. So he's tied with Ashley Young. And only 10 players have more. And now he has 14 goals away from home. Which is the same as Lee Hendry. And only 11 players have more. So let's go to this season. And Ollie Watkins now has 6. Tied with Danny Ings, 6 goals. And you can see where he is on the list. So Ollie Watkins has got 6 goals now this season. tied with Dwight York in 92, 93, 94, 95. Ian Taylor, Stan Collymore, Julian Joachim, Lee Hendry. And you can see all the seasons that they scored that many goals in as well. So that's total in the season. And then obviously we played away yesterday. Got to update that figure. He scored the most goals away from home this season, Ollie Watkins. He's climbing that ladder, and you can see then. You can probably see this on FOTMob or FBref or whatever you want to use, but this is what I use, so you can look at some of his records. So scored 14 in 2020, 21, 11, 21, 22, and now he's got 6. So he's well on track to equal his record, I would say. Considering his... I am not a data analyst. I used to be one. Yeah, I guess I am. My job title now is like a data quality lead, I guess. But yeah, good question. So yeah, and then if we check here, if Watkins has ever scored at the Etihad, don't think he has. Watkins, he's never scored at the Etihad. He scored 2 at Tottenham, 2 at Arsenal, 2 at Burnley, and then 1 at Wolves, 1 at Everton, 1 at Liverpool, 1 at Brighton, 1 at Norwich, 1 at Crystal Palace, and 1 at Southampton a couple of weeks ago. So I need to add a new one there. Ollie Watkins, Etihad 1. And then if you want to look at which players have scored the most goals at the Etihad, so John Carew is the only one with 2 goals at the Etihad in the Premier League for Villa. Like Tom Cleverley and Liam Ridgewell, and Carlos Sanchez scored. And then Matty Cash and Coutinho scored in the last game of last season. And then we have obviously another master one there. So Ollie Watkins has, and what you can see here is that Ollie Watkins has scored the last 3 goals for Villa. That were scored with Villa and not own goals. Manchester City, 12, 2. Boom. Okay, so what I have at the bottom. Also what I have is that the youngest goal scorers, and then the oldest ones. But I know Ollie Watkins is in that middle range where he's never going to be in the top 50 or bottom 50 of players. So I'll leave that there. And then what I have then, that's goals all sorted. I've got a number of subsections of goals as well. So I've got goals excluding penalties. So penalty goals, left-footed goals, right-footed goals, headed goals, goals inside the box, and goals outside the box. And then also goal contributions. So this is a full list of players in Premier League history and all the goals that were scored. So as this is the goal scorer and who assisted them for that goal. And then what I've got here is then a merge of that, so I can put that into a pivot table and see who the most common combination is. What I did yesterday was I was thinking during the game when Watkins scored, I was thinking, hasn't Douglas Luiz assisted Ollie Watkins quite a lot recently? So what you can do is you can type in Ollie Watkins here, and you can see that Douglas Luiz, so once I add the new one in here, has assisted 3 of Ollie Watkins' last 4 goals. Has he done any more? Jack Grealish, Trezeguet. Yep, there's one there against Man City as well. I remember that goal from the corner. Yeah. So that was 1, 2, 3, and this will be the 4th one. The 4th time Douglas Luiz has assisted Ollie Watkins. Cheers, Matty. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. It's probably boring. It's probably boring because it bores the hell out of me when I do it. Maybe it's interesting when you first see it. But I literally live in this spreadsheet. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. So I'll do it quickly for Ollie Watkins. That is his 29th goal for Villa, excluding penalties, and his 13th there. Where is he? Ollie Watkins, 6. And then away from home, he has, where are you? Has he not scored many away this season? There he is. 3. Doesn't Buendia get the assist for the Watkins goal against Leicester? Oh, my memory is awful. What was the Watkins goal against Leicester? I'm trying to think. I can't think. I'll come back to you for a reason why. Yeah. It does. I can show you in a second when I finish this tab. Give me a second. I'll finish this tab off and then I'll show you. Crossbar. Yeah. That doesn't count as an assist, unfortunately. Yeah, that doesn't count as an assist. It does on fantasy football, but not in the official. Not in the official one. Bum bum bum. There you go. Yeah, so Douglas Luiz, let's go back. So that's been done. This tab's been done. Make sure it's saved. You can see like Douglas Luiz, that was his 11th assist in the Premier League for Villa. Of his first 4 were for Jack Grealish. Boo. Diving brick. Then Matty Cash, Courtney Hawes, Ollie Watkins, Leon Bailey, Danny Ings. Last three were Ollie Watkins. Okay. So there were no penalties scored yesterday. There were also no goals scored with the right foot, with the left foot. But Ollie Watkins did score with his right foot, which now puts him on 19. And 7 of those away from home. So if I sort them again. So Ollie Watkins is now tied with right-footed away goals with Gary Parker, Dorian Vassell and Delian Atkinson. And he moves ahead of Lee Hendry. And then this season, where are you? 3. And then away from home. Oh, no. What am I doing? Can't think. Ollie Watkins second. So if I sort them to make it nice and neat. There you go. And you got to update this one as well, obviously. Ollie Watkins, Etihad 1. And there you go. That is that one updated. And like I said, Ollie Watkins is not in the... Oh, I've got to update this one as well. Oh, and you can see here that Ollie Watkins' goal on yesterday, was the 610th Villa goal scored with their right foot. Exciting times to know all that stuff. Manchester City, 12/02/2023. Nope, don't want to do that. Oh my god. What have I just done? Etihad and then under Unai Emery. Most of these stats are useless, I guess. But like for the odd person that asks me a question on Twitter, I've got to know this stuff. And a fun fact for you all. So all of Ollie Watkins' goals have come from inside the box. There's not been one where he scored from outside of the area in the Premier League, that is. So 31, 14. Five. Three. Yes, as you can see here, it does get a bit repetitive. Bum 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 bum. Nope, Get Danny Ings out of there. He's gone now. Who was your guys' man of the match yesterday? I thought Coutinho when he came on did well. I think Emi Martinez made some good saves. I thought Ollie Watkins did alright, apart from some of the mistakes in defending. I thought Moreno was good when he came on. A few different options, I guess. Ollie. Oh, Duran as well. Duran did well yesterday when he came on. The Belgian villain says Coutinho or Duran. I agree. They both did really well. I presume you're from Belgium. As what part of Belgium are you from? Um, 12:02. What is that? And why is it not been updated in forever? Have I got a filter on or something? That's messed up. I need to find out why that's messed up. But it's fine. It's probably got a filter on somewhere and I haven't taken it off. I'll figure that out, don't worry. There's no goals as of the box yesterday, so let's update this one. Ollie Watkins, Douglas Louise, Manchester City. Did I put Man City in here? Yeah. And it was away. Drag that down. The Belgian villain says I'm actually part Belgian. Where does the comma go? But are you saying I'm actually part Belgian, sadly? Or are you saying I'm actually part Belgian, but sadly I was born in England? My family heritage is from an area near Brussels. I have been to Brussels. Okay, so that's updated. There's no braces yesterday. There was no hat tricks yesterday. However, there was an assist yesterday. So let me make this bigger so you can all see. And it was Douglas Luiz with the assist yesterday. So Douglas Luiz has more assists than Ollie Watkins now in Premier League history for Villa. And he moves above Savo, Ashley Westwood, Darius Vassell and Dalian Atkinson, and level with Julian Joachim, Steve Stone and Ray Houghton. I couldn't tell you who was slower, him or Chambers. I don't think either would have worked. it's unfortunate. We need some more defenders, or we need to get Tyrone Mings and Diego Carlos back in the team as soon as possible. Okay, so he now has 7 away assists, tied with John McGinn. And then Dougie. So Luis has the most assists for Villa this season. And it was his 3rd one away from home. And no one else has 2. Shocking. Tell you what, Douglas Luiz could potentially break the record for the most assists away from home this season. He needs 2 more to tie. There's been a lot of players who have 5 assists away from home. But yeah, Bailey's up. Dougie's up there now. And then, has Douglas Luiz ever assisted at the Etihad? Let's have a butcher's. He has not, but he has now. Douglas Luiz, Etihad Stadium. Boom, boom. And then this is just the assist master. Douglas Luiz has Villa's last 2 assists. And he has... That's 8. He's got 4 of the last 8 assists as Dougie. Hitting some form, Douglas. 12/02/2023. Etihad Stadium, Unai. And there you go. That is assists done. The next category is penalties taken. We don't have any. There you go. The one after that is hitting the woodwork. We don't have any of them either. But the woodwork stats are interesting. Yeah, as Ollie Watkins is close, and no one's hit the woodwork the most. Duran hit the crossbar. Yes, Belgian villain. Yes. Wow, I would have missed that, but I would have called it later on because I've got the stats up. Hit woodwork 1. John Duran, welcome. John Duran. John Duran is the 70th Villa player to hit the woodwork since 2010-11. There you go. No, is that right? It is right. John. In fact, let me just tweet that actually. That's a good stat. So this is how I get my stats. John Duran became the 70th Aston Villa player to hit the woodwork for the club. Coutinho's was saved. It was a great effort though. A good save by Edison. in the Premier League since records were collected in the 2010-2011 season. There you go. This is how I find my stats. But I wouldn't think of these things before. And now, send that out to the world. Okay. So John Duran, yeah, is number 70. What I'll do is I'll copy and paste his name over here, because that's the away ones. And the 41st, a single player to do it away from home. And let's get his name added to the record books. At home and away. If I copy that there, copy that there, and there, change it to green because it's current season. Green, there you go. Get rid of that. So Villa players to hit the woodwork this season are as a Buendia 3 times, Leon Bailey once, Ollie Watkins once, Coutinho once, Ramsey once, and now John Duran. And then need to update John Duran here. Etihad 1. Update that. John Duran, Manchester City, 12/02, 2023. Etihad Stadium. There you go. Yeah, oh, it could be the youngest. Oh no, I don't have that information. That's a shame. He probably is the youngest. Who else would have been young? Maybe Gareth Barry. But yeah, number 70. There you go. A sensational stat, apparently. And then, as we have clean sheets then. And what I've done is I've split them out. So we're clean sheets by defenders and clean sheets by goalkeepers in different tabs. Just so I can identify quickly who's got the most. But obviously yesterday we didn't have any. So we'll be updating that. There was no own goals yesterday. For the record holders for own goals, there's 4, sorry. And Nathan Baker, Mark Delaney, Richard Dunn, and Gareth Southgate all have 3 own goals for Aston Villa. I don't know today. Yeah, clean sheets is rare. Red cards is rare. Crossbar and woodwork is rare. Braces is rare. Hat-tricks is rare. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't really update because it's rare. But it's good to have it, just in case people ask for it. Because people are always asking just for stuff, especially on Twitter. Okay. So, yeah, no own goals, no clean sheets. Did we get any yellow cards yesterday? That is the question I need to ask myself. Yellow cards. 2 yellow cards yesterday. Luke Dean and Ezri Konsa. Where are you? Come on down. Luke Dean, his 5th yellow card yesterday. And Ezri Konsa earned his 14th. And then away from home, Ezri Konsa earned his 9th. And Luke Dean earned his 2nd. Yeah, so John McGinn holds the record for the most yellow cards in a season with Alpine. With 12 in a season. It's pretty good going, that. Ezri Konsa, 4. Tied for the most this season. Luke Dean, 3. And then Ezri Konsa, 4. Where's Luke Dean? And why isn't he in here? Has he not been booked away from home yet? Let's add him in. Let's add him in. First time he got booked away from home. Oh, let me remove that comment from there because no one wants to see that. Let's get him in. You're in. Let's have a look at they've been booked at the Etihad before. No and no. Let's add them in at the bottom. Lucas Dean, Ezri Konsa, Etihad 1. And there you go. Lucas Dean. Is Martinez the most yellow carded goalkeeper? I'll find out for you now. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this off. And I'll find out. Manchester City. 12/02/2023. Etihad. Unai. Okay, so the question was asked, is Emi Martinez the most yellow carded goalkeeper? Let's have a butcher's. In fact, let me find out how many yellow cards he's got first, because then I can sort of easily go up from there. So he's got 8 in total. If I scroll down, any goalkeepers. He's tied. No, yeah. He's tied with Mark Bosnich. There you go. Exclusive stat for you there, Yusuf. Tied with Mark Bosnich on 8. So one more. One more and he breaks the record. Let me just double check there's no more. So yeah. Yeah. I was going to start... trying to track, did he get booked for time wasting, bad tackle, chatting shit to the referee. Too hard. I'd have to go back in time to do that. So, yeah. He won more for history. And he's breaking that record 100%. Yeah. It'll probably be this season as well, I reckon. It could be against Arsenal next. His former team. Never know. So that's the yellow cards done. It's red cards. Lee Hendry's got the most. Then Andy Townsend, Gareth Barry, and then so Konza and Dougie have 2 each. Yeah, but no red cards. No penalties saved. If Martinez had saved the Mahrez penalty yesterday, he would have gone so 1 behind Mark Bosnich. And you can't see that, can you? Because the camera's in the way. There you go. So Mark Bosnich has 5. A penalty saved in the Premier League. Obviously, Martinez has got 5 penalties saved for Argentina in the past year, I reckon. But yeah, no penalties saved. Then we come on to the overall team stats. This is how I know if I go here. This is where I can work out sort of where we are per season in terms of points per game. So yesterday was our 22nd game and our 10th loss, which is depressing. So we're now currently on 1.27 points per game this season, which if you look at it, it's about mid. I mean, 2015-16 was dreadful. We just about survived the year we came up. And then we only earned a point a season in this spell, which was sort of the beginning of the end, wasn't it? But yeah, I believe in Unai Emery. I believe in him to improve these stats. And then what I have is goals here. So we scored 1 yesterday. So that's 25. It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't left-footed. It was right-footed. It was inside the box. As you can see here, in which season we scored the most goals from outside the box. And it was 16 in 2007, 2008. I wonder who that would have been. I was Ashley Young here then? Maybe. And then we have, okay, shots on target yesterday. We had 2 shots on target yesterday. So that's 8. That's 87. No braces, no hat tricks, 4 or more goals. Never happened. Never has a Villa player scored 4 or more goals in a game in the Premier League. No penalties taken. Hit the woodwork 9 this season. That's already 3 more than last season. We hit the woodwork 21 times during 2020, 2021. 21 times. The most ever. We created no big chances yesterday. We got an assist for Dougie. No clean sheet. No own goal. 2 yellow cards. That's 46. No second yellows. No reds. No straight reds. Moving on to the manager stats. This is where it gets interesting. So, obviously Unai Emery is in yellow, which is a bit of a grim colour. Let me change that. Get out of here with the yellow. It's rank. Horrible colour. Yeah. Can't hit the woodwork that many times, can you? It's a lot of times to hit the woodwork. Okay, so yesterday was Unai Emery's 9th game in charge. 3rd loss. So he currently has a points per game of 1.78. Which if you look at the overall season, we're on 1.27. So Gerrard fucked us, basically. We're on 1.78 under Unai Emery, which would mean we'd be in the best season so far. And obviously, you can look here. So he's currently still got the best. He's currently still got the best points per game ratio of any Villa manager. Still, apart from Jim Barron, who was in charge for 1 game. I should probably get rid of him and only have the permanent ones in there. I think she'd be laying off the Belgian lagers, to be honest. But yeah, no, I know you're joking. I can sense the sarcastic tones coming through in your voice. Yeah, so Unai Emery still has the best points per game ratio of any Villa manager. Yeah, even Dean Smith had a better points per game ratio than Steven Gerrard, which is interesting. And then that was in total, if we go away from home, it was Unai's first loss away from home. But he's miles ahead in the points per game at home, away from home, apart from Jim Barron. But yeah, pretty decent. And then what I've got here then, these two tabs are, I'm not sure if you can see them on the screen, but they are points gained and points lost. So points gained from losing positions and points lost from winning positions. And I've got a table then of how many points gained. So we've gained 6 points from losing positions this season so far. It's not very good. We need to get more. Then you can see the manager then. So Unai Emery has 4 of those 6. Steven Gerrard has 8. But John Gregory was the king of getting points from losing positions. Yeah, still early days, Yusuf. Yep. And then obviously got points lost as well. Which we... Why is there a... There you go. So... The points dropped from winning positions, a leaderboard, is Paul Lambert with 50. Dean Smith's up there with 45. Steven Gerrard 19. But I don't think it's been updated for a while. Oh yeah, no, it has. It has because Emery's in there. And then days of the week. Days of the week. So we played yesterday on Sunday, which is our 203rd game on a Sunday. Our 82nd loss. And then I'll do the away one as well. So 93rd away on a Sunday. 45. And then Unai Emery on a Sunday. His first loss on a Sunday. No. Scored 1 and conceded 3. Yeah, we go 1-0 down. Well, we beat Brighton. 1-0 down. So hopefully Unai Emery is changing that. And that's it. I've got some miscellaneous stats here that I don't know how to group them by. So goals scored and a red card in the same match. It's happened 4 times. Andy Townsend, Gareth Barry twice, Christian Benteke. Assist and a red card in the same match. 4 times. A goal and an own goal in the same match. An assist and an own goal in the same match. And only one person, Gareth Southgate, has scored an own goal and received a red card in the same match. So yeah, that's my stats. Thank you for joining. I'm back on Saturday for the watch along for Arsenal. Hope to see you there. Thank you for all your questions and comments. I don't know, Yusuf. Who's the most yellow carded manager for us? Good question. I know Dean Smith got a red card, didn't he, against Man City? Was it a red card or a yellow card? When he went mental at Pep. When he called the referee a clown. But yeah, I'm getting out of here. I've been on for 87 minutes, but thank you all for joining. And I'll see you all on Saturday.